Hey, everybody, it's Jim Deedlow. This is my podcast, Jim Deedlow Podcast. This is Adrianna and I talking from December of 2025, just kind of near the end of the radio show and not a lot of structure to it. And also, I'd like you to, if you can, or at least request that you go to Jim Deedlow at Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, and like the podcast. And then also you can actually like the whole channel, WJOB 1230. It's a channel with dozens of podcasts, local podcasts here in the Calumet region. And Adrianna runs the channel. Here we go. Hey, we can't take anymore. We got to take a break. Per Adrianna Alvarez, what are you eating? Adrianna, you're not supposed to eat on the air. That's specifically prohibited.
My mic's off. My mic's off.
You're specifically, I can't even say it. It's specifically prohibited here at WJOB that nobody is supposed to eat here, okay? Just so you know.
We can't eat. We're supposed to starve.
Is my the rest of my bagel sitting over there still? Or did I eat the whole thing?
You ate it.
All right, I ate
Usually I do see a bagel, but no.
Hey, are you in finals right now?
Technically, yes.
Is it start Monday or is it this week?
It is the 15th.
Yeah, so it's next week.
Yeah, it's sometime next week, but I don't have, like, in-person exams. So they're all just, like, keeping up with the assignments. I have, like, maybe 3 more things to do, and then I'm done.
So I spent 3.5 hours yesterday helping to, I don't think I'm giving the grade, but I gave input to, I think, maybe 8 different teams of like 4 or 5 people that presented marketing proposals.
Oh, no.
To
You see mine.
Now, you were not in that class. It was
for the digital marketing competition?
No, it was I forget, it was like marketing proposals.
Oh,
or
no,
whatever.
I was not in that class.
It's like the class you take before you graduate.
Mm-hmm.
So they were pretty good. But I found myself, you kept hearing the same thing over and over. They gave them $350,000 and they had to come up with a marketing buy. The first group was Museum of Science and Industry, and the second one was Field Museum, I think 4 and 4. And, man, they were amazing, but I found myself getting my phone out and checking all of their math on their
was it wrong?
And there were a couple ones. I'm like one of them was, I'll just say it, one of them was that they had a CPM for radio of 32 cents. And the cost per thousand for any radio in America can't be 32 cents or they would go broke. So it was like, all right, I don't mean to tell you this, but the cost per thousand's anywhere from 15 to 50. Mm-hmm. So I think they just had the decimal should go over twice and little stuff like that. But, man, did I enjoy it. And then you could see, you've done this, and you're a student, and then there's me, the owner of this media. There's Hanson, who is the digital marketing person, and then Narissa. She is the social media coordinator at P&W, and she's had some other marketing jobs. So
I actually did one for them for P&W.
For that board? Or with Narissa?
Yes. I think it was Narissa that I helped P&W with a commercial, and it's like a 3-minute commercial basically saying like how university is so great and all this stuff. Please give us money. Yeah. That's how I look at college commercials when they do them. It's so funny because that's like it's to appeal to their donors and to potential students. So I did a commercial with them, but it was while I was having this horrible cold. So I was like, okay, guys, I took all my medicine. I hit all the cough drops. I'm like, you guys got 20 good minutes out of me. Let's go. One take. Let's, like Cal Sam says, one take.
Oh, you were the star of the show.
Me and 2 other students did it. We read a script, and then they're going to take certain clips from us. So everybody's going to be reading the same thing. You're just going to hear different people's inputs, and then, of course, videos and pictures are going to go over that. And I believe at the very end, the chancellor says, like, the last few lines.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. It should be out in March.
So, oh, that's good. I mean, that'll be another addition to your resume that you
Mhm.
could put on your resume so somebody could hire you away from me. But so I have to, I get over there and I'm like, I finally order lunch and I'm going back and forth and I'm talking to students. And I run into two very prominent business professors that I know pretty well. One is Dr. Pat Obie. Have you ever taken a class from Dr. Pat
I
Obie?
have not.
Yeah, he's a finance guy, and he's a very difficult grader. I took his class, and I'm like, why am I at the age of 59 sitting here up all night long trying to find out the answer to some specific
Mhm.
population problem? And then I did not realize that Spiros Batistatos was a full-time professor, and I stopped in his office for half hour, 45 minutes, and looked at. He's got so many really cool things on the walls of his past and illustrious past. But I can't tell you how cool it was to be around students trying their hardest. I mean, they had to come in dressed in business attire. Do you know what that's like on that campus? You look like you had gotten in trouble and you got to go in front of the dean or something when you're all that dressed up.
Mhm.
And you could tell some of them were not comfortable at all being that dressed up.
It's kind of funny when I do presentations and they ask us to dress up. I'm just like, okay, I'm down, whatever. Like this is just like every day. And then there's some kids that they
Oh,
can't. You can tell like they're just standing there so stiff and
this one dude
still.
came in, and you think my hair's bad or kind of wild. He comes in, his hair's all wild. He's got facial hair. He really knew the marketing.
Hmm.
From I checked his math, and it was good. And but I'm like, God, he can't wait to take this suit coat off, man. Let us talk a little bit about some of the things that are going on in the region. Let's start here at home first. The Heartland Sports Network announces partnership with the Greater South Shore Conference. Heartland Sports Network is proud to announce a new multi-year partnership with the Greater South Shore Conference. The agreement marks the network's third Northwest Indiana Conference partnership and the first secured since the company's rebrand from JED TV Sports Network to Heartland Sports Network earlier this fall. The GSC includes 9 member schools across Lake and Porter County. Now, Calumet, Hammond, Bishop Knoll, Ileana Christian, Lake Station, River Forest, Wheeler, Boone Grove, Griffith, and Whiting. Now, I think Boone Grove's like football only, and some don't have all sports. But Heartland Sports Network already has individual broadcast agreements in place with Griffith, Ileana Christian, and Boone Grove. This new conference-wide deal brings full coverage under one umbrella, expanding the reach and the consistency of broadcasts for all GSSC sports, starting immediately. Adriana, you've seen these guys hard at work. My guess is they got this deal done yesterday,
Hmm.
and they put out the press release. And do you think we'll see them today? The
Maybe,
sports guys?
maybe.
You think so? I think they're like, dude, I finally just took kind of a while, and let me
Yeah.
take a break here. So
We might. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we did it, but that's an amazing accomplishment. They good job on their end, and I can't wait to see them at some games.
yeah, and they'll be at your Bishop Knoll
Yeah.
games now, right?
Mhm. Let's see if I see them on Saturday.
Who do you play on Saturday? You
Um,
don't know, do you?
I just know where to be.
All right.
Where to be at. Let me see here.
I would like to give a huge thanks or a huge congratulations to some people who signed yesterday. And I will do that as soon as I'm able to get into the Times website here. And that would be Novak was one of them. And I know that. And Trevor Gibbs also signed. So Andreans, Ben Novak, and Crown Point's Trevor Gibbs celebrated their IU signing together yesterday. I think that's on Andrew's 219 News Now. Adrian's 6'7", 300-pound offensive lineman signed with IU, and he was flanked by his entire family and 59er teammates and coaches who have become a second family. Novak took an exhale before recounting just how wild the last few weeks have been. Obviously, they won the state title, and there's Novak with his parents signing to go to Indiana. Now, Kurt Signetti, the second-year coach of the number 2 ranked Hoosiers, wanted Novak to commit on the spot during a recent visit, although Novak wasn't ready to make that decision during his time in Bloomington. After further consultation with family, he made his commitment change public the next week. He had originally said he was going to Wisconsin, and he flipped to his home state of IU. That would not have happened years ago, pre-Kurt Signetti. Now, another one. Trevor Gibbs, Crown Point's star tight end and linebacker, who will be joining Novak in Bloomington in coming weeks. Now, evidently, they're going to be roommates, too, Novak and Gibbs. And, that's Adrian and Crown Point guy that are going to be. Andreans, Novak, and Crown Point's Gibbs are going to room together. I want to get Joe Cimino's take on that, As an Andrean football player, would he be able to room with rival Crown Point right around the corner?
I was going to say, you can ask him tomorrow. He's going to be in producing.
Tom Dabberton tomorrow, right?
I don't know. I was going to ask you who's coming in to host tomorrow.
Well, that's your job.
Yes.
That's your job.
Okay. Well, let me confirm. Let me confirm.
I have.
I didn't know if you were still coming.
I have
Fridays,
some business to attend to tomorrow, so
okay.
I'll see what happens. You got to figure that out. Gibbs said his and Novak's relationship goes back a while. They shared mutual friends before they became close to themselves. Their being roommates is a coincidence more than anything, Gibbs said, but there was no waiting around when they found out. I got a text that said, "Your roommate is Ben," Gibbs said through chuckles. I immediately hit him up and started talking to him about it. This is a good news story. Ben Novak and Trevor Gibbs going to IU. They didn't leave the state like they would have gone to Michigan or Wisconsin. They're both that highly sought after. And this is good. And, of course, we will have the Indiana-Ohio State game on the radio here on Saturday on WJOB. Huge listenership for all of our many sponsors. And, of course, we are even more behind IU now that Novak and Gibbs are going. All right, we got one more thing we got to hit, and that is Cal College came up with a huge groundbreaking, and this is kind of big news they've been waiting for. Everyone huddled around puffy coats and so forth yesterday for the next wave of Cal College expansion. The college is, of course, in the former Standard Oil Research Lab right off the Lost Marsh Golf Course there in Whiting. It has a Whiting address, but I think it's actually in Hammond. But they held a groundbreaking ceremony on their new athletic field and fitness and what they call a Flora Park. It's the next major project funded by the college's Campus and Community Collaboration Initiative, Lilly Endowment Grant. So CCSJ, of course, you hear their games or watch their games on the Heartland Sports Network, especially their sprint football. They won the Midwest with their sprint football. They've got 85 people on the team, and it has to be, I think, under 190 pounds. They've been wildly successful in A, recruiting athletes, and B, in winning games. So that another Novak is the reason for that success mostly. He's the leader, but he's got a full 10-person Here it is. Hammond Mayor Tom McDermott said it would be a fantastic new intramural sports facility, and the city was lucky to be home to two great institutions of higher learning. Calumet College is unique in that many of its athletics often take place in our neighboring city of Whiting. It's truly a college embraced by two close-knit communities. Both Hammond and Whiting are proud to support the college's growth. This new outdoor facility is part of a broader renaissance of the college. They recently opened a new dorm that's already thriving. These kinds of enhancements make Cal College even more appealing. Adrianna, they're, I would say, about halfway done with the Calumet dorm on the PNW campus also, which means that there's going to be a lot more college students housed here at both Cal College and PNW.
Yep.
And that means kind of changes the nature of Hammond a little bit. Slightly a college town. I mean, there's already two major dorms on the PNW campus. Now you get a third. Now you got a dorm at Cal College.
I was going to say, I got to ask my friend that goes to Cal College because he went to PNW, but then he transferred over to Cal College. I think he got a bowling scholarship. And I want to ask him, like, how are the dormitories over there? 'Cause I didn't even know Cal College had dormitories.
So, yeah, I mean, I didn't either until recently, and I saw the chancellor, and we talked about it. And this new athletic field, which I think is going to include a football field, maybe not. I don't know,
I
but
think so.
I think so too. It's a big addition to a kind of a smallish Catholic university. But if you really think about it, Cal College is in the perfect place for this to proliferate in that you have kind of a walking community. You could go into Whiting. You can come into Hammond. There's plenty of land. Where they're going to put that Flora Park is actually on the edge of what is known as Deedlow Parkway. And between Deedlow Parkway and the Lost Marsh Golf Course, there's a whole bunch of kind of wasteland for a while, and they're going to be using some of that for the new fields. It's great news. I mean, it's actually great news on both campuses. Here at PNW, I had somebody telling me all about the dorms and some of the new things they're going to have in it that are make it more efficient. But they attract people from all over to live in these dorms over here, and now you're attracting people all over to live in the dorms in Cal College. It really does change the nature. And I'll be honest with you, Adrian, it gives us more people to choose from to work here for kind of lower wages for the experience that they get. And that's what we do is we bring in, it still is I mean, if you think about three people at the Big Ten and one at Barstool right now, that sounds really cool until you realize Rob Aguirre is supposed to be our Porter County Conference guy because he's living in Hobart or Portage, and then now all of a sudden he's not there. But you don't live in the dorms.
I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you lived at home.
No, I live in the dorms. I got a lot of scholarship money that is tuition-based. Well, Hammond Bound pays my tuition, so that money was just kind of sitting there. And I asked, can I use that for something else? They said, no, it's only tuition-based. It's for tuition and if it carries over, housing. My parents were like, do you want the college experience? Do you want to go live in the dorms? And I was like, sure, let's go.
What's that like?
I love it. I honestly, it's so much fun. I love living with my friends, and then to be able to walk from the classes I need to go to. When I was doing cheer at PNW, it was really great because I just walked straight there, and I didn't have to go back and forth. And if I was in between classes and practice and then having to go present something, I was able to just do everything I needed to do right there at the dorms. So I love it a lot. I love the friends that I've met there, the experiences I've had. So overall, I'm very happy I chose to do that and that I was able to have the scholarship money to do it.
So if you really think about it, I mean, I work out over here all the time at maybe 5 times a week at the Y. There are students there all the time. Hey, everybody, that was Adrianna and I just talking on the morning show from December of 2025. please go and like the podcast, Jim Deedlow, Dedelow. That's my podcast. Sometimes it's cuts from the morning show. Sometimes it's the Substack that I write and then record. And then sometimes I just talk into the microphone about who knows what. But you can also not just like my podcast, you can like the channel that actually Adrianna runs, and it's the WJOB 1230 channel. So until next time, see you later.